I have a bathing system. So my tub is filled with water. I have everything ready to go. I will be using this shampoo, Spectrum 1 crisping shampoo. I also have my coat handler ready to go in this mixing bottle. My breeder says approximately 1 cup of this to 1 gallon of water. And then, because this is maintenance, I also have a very absorbent towel ready to go in his bed, so that he can drip dry there for a while, so I don't have to do so much drying. And there he is. His bands are out from when I did his spray up, so he's band free, and we're going to pop him in the tub and give him a bath. Okay, so I'm going to show you with this. You can do the same thing with bottles and stuff. It just takes a bit more effort. So I'm going to lift his head up to the back, and we're going to start by going as close as we can to his eyes, but not going into his eyes. Obviously that wouldn't be very nice. And you're just going to wash everything out. Try not to tangle the hair as you go. Making sure though that you always lift the ear so that it is open. You can see the inside of the ear there. And come this way. You don't want to get too much water in the actual, ear canal. So you want to make sure the inside is clean, and then you also want to take the ear and pull it forward and get back of behind the ear, because otherwise that can stay kind of hidden. And then you want to lift the ear up and do underneath the ear as well. Keep kind of coming back and doing this part of the dog as well, this is the part that had hairspray and stuff in it, so I want to make sure it gets clean. I'm not hard scrubbing it because you can cause tangles in the hair if you were to, be doing it. Hopefully you can see this, but like this. Which you can do kind of on the rest of the body, then you could end up with tangles in your mane hair, and that's not very good. So you want to kind of do everything on this side. You want to make sure they feel clean, and then you can go and do, all of the rest of them. Legs and everything as well. I like to come back here a few times just to make sure that I've gotten everything out of here that is in there. The hairspray, especially after several days of showing, you might even bath once, rinse once, and then bath again to get it out. So I will pause the video now and come back once we get to something more interesting. Oh, hello! Be right with you. Oh! Give me 1 second. Come on. Okay, so I have his whole body done, both sides. Oftentimes I'll have a little mix bottle done up of hypo shampoo to do his face with, but since he's the only dog I'm working on today, I don't have that, so I'm just using a little bit of straight random glob of hair. Just using a little bit of straight, and I'm just gonna get right in there by his eyes, because obviously I've put hairspray there, so I want to make sure I get the hairspray out as much as possible, but I don't want to get shampoo in his eyes. So just gently going by his eyes as much as possible, and then also giving the rest of his face a little bit of scrubs. I don't tend to do that with the sprayer. And now we're going to rinse. Back him up a step. Put his head up. And rinse. We're about to get it up his nose. And using your hand to really test and feel and help you get the shampoo out. Again, you don't want to be scratching up the hair too much. But you do want to lift the ear again. Maybe this side of the ear. And then pull the ear flap forward, get behind the ear. Squeeze in the ear. And coming down back, getting underneath the ears. Using your hand gently. And I'm going to rinse his whole body in the same way, and come back when we get to drying or toweling up. Okay, so now I'm going to take my coat handler conditioner that I had already mixed up, and we're just going to pour it onto him, getting it all in his ears, and again as close to the eyes as you can without getting it in the eyes. Ears, down his mane. I'm going to put it everywhere, but obviously this is the more important part, so then we're just going to quickly put it in the rest of them using my hands to kind of massage it in a little bit. His tummy, his front end. He's being a bit of a pain in the bathtub today. I don't know why. Probably sick and tired of this already with the spray up and everything. Turn. And again, making sure we do ear, do here, chest, stomach, front leg, and then down the back leg. So, of that full bottle I made, I've only got, I don't know, maybe a sixth of it left for doing his whole body. I'm then going to gently squeeze out the excess liquid from him. And I am not going to rinse the conditioner out at all. So, I'm just going to gently. Again, you don't want to be crunching up the long hair too much. And then you're just going to take your towel and again, gently towel dry the long mane hair. And then towel dry the rest of it. I try and use the biggest, fluffiest, most absorbent towel on him, especially for maintenance grooms, because I want them to take as short as possible. And then pull him out of the bathtub and put him in the kennel. Okay, so it's approximately been an hour since I put him in his kennel to dry after his bath. So now we are going to work on drying him. So this is going to be a maintenance dry. So I have a couple of tools. I have my slicker and my pen brush. I kind of tend to hide them underneath of my towel so that they don't get blown off. And we're gonna lie him on his side. I have a towel down to absorb some of his wetness, though he's actually pretty dry. I'm actually a bit surprised how dry he is. So we're going to start with my force dryer. If this were a showroom, I wouldn't use my force dryer, but this is maintenance groom. So we will do. Oops. Make sure it's plugged in. And go. Okay, so I force dried everything, and now I'm taking my stand dryer, and this isn't really a necessary step, but I like to do a bit of kind of stretch drying of his body as well while brushing him. It helps to just stretch things out a little bit to give a bit of a straighter haired appearance, since the force dryer doesn't do as good of a job. And it just helps you kind of see down to the skin to see if you've got any tangles or anything like that in your brushing that you can deal with. And if you miss something, you haven't gotten it quite 100% dry, then you can fix it. I usually just have it on the warm temperature until I get to the main part. I'm going to slide my hand under him a bit and get as much of his mane out from underneath him as possible. Switch it to warm air, and now I'm going to switch to my pin brush and you want the air to kind of be pointing down, because if you have it pointing kind of at the dog, then it kind of makes it like the hair messy, and then when you're going to be brushing it, you're going to be pulling things from a bunch of different angles and not having it lay down nicely. So I have it pointing kind of more down, and you can lift up the top section and brush the bottom section so that that gets dry, and then you can bring down the next section and brush that until it's dry. I like to use my fingers to kind of grab the hair and see if it feels dry or not yet before I move on to the next section. Like that. And then you can bring it all the way up and do this stuff from the top. Yeah, go back to sleep. And then once you've got that section completely dry, then you just move on to the next section. You just move your dryer around until you feel that you can reach everything. Apparently we're itchy today or something. So that section feels dry, so then I just move up slightly. And again, try to have kind of my dryer pointing down slightly in. You just continue to work away. You want to get as much dried from this side as possible before you move on, because you don't want to not be able to reach stuff from the other side and have to flip them back over. Dry as much as you can on this side before you feel like you're done with this side. Again, slightly over. That area is done. Move on to this area. Lift stuff up. Moving up. I'm going to do the ear of it now. I would normally do all this first, but again, I'm running out of battery. So I usually flip the ear over. His head is facing this way, in case you can't tell. So I usually put the ear over and do a little bit on the inside of the ear first. And then, once you've got that part a fair amount dried, then you're going to flip it back this way, and then you're going to just pull kind of the top section back, and then you're going to dry that section, and then you're going to pull like a little bit more this way. So this is the ear here, and I'm going to pull stuff this way. So I'm actually kind of brushing it the opposite way of the ear, and that way you can get down to the base of the ear and get that stuff dry. And then each time you just kind of, it's kind of line brushing for the ear. You brush stuff back and then just keep brushing it down. And that will be kind of your fastest way to get that ear dry. And then once you get to the end of the ear, then you're going to start going with it again. So I will stop videoing now for a bit while I just finish off doing this entire rest of the head so it's dry. And then I'll come back pretty much once we have them all dried. Alright, so I thought I'd show you a bit more of the force drying in around the legs. Here's just a little bit more of stretching the leg hair and stuff. Not taking very much time to do this because it's already dry, so I'm just pretty much giving it a quick brush. Or if I find an area that then also doing the inside of this other back thing. And you just want to keep going all around the dog, and then do the same thing on the top knot and mane as you did on the other side.